Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to your safe place. I want you to relax, clear your mind, and enjoy your story and enjoy your sleep. Take a deep breath and relax. Tonight's story is called The Woman Who Forgot Her Own Name. There is a specific kind of loneliness that has nothing to do with being alone. It is the kind that finds you in a room full of people, at a table where everyone is laughing, on a phone call with someone who loves you. It is the kind that sits beside you so quietly, for so long that one day you stop noticing it is there. You just think, this is what I feel like. This is just who I am. This is Nora's story. Nora was 26 when she realized she could not remember the last time she had felt like herself. Not unhappy, exactly, not broken, not the kind of thing you could point to and say, there, that is the problem. Just distant from everything, including herself. She had a good life. She knew she had a good life. A flat she liked. A job that paid enough, friends who checked on her, a mother who called every Sunday without fail, everything in the right place. Nora in none of it. It had started, if she was honest, around the time of the move 2 years ago. Her choice, her decision. She had been excited about it. She remembered being excited about it. The memory of the excitement was clear and detailed. The excitement itself, gone, replaced somewhere along the way with something quieter and harder to name. She went to work. She came home. She made dinner. Always something simple, always the same 4 or 5 things cycling through the week because deciding felt like too much on top of everything else. She watched things on her laptop in bed, not really watching, just having noise nearby. The specific comfort of a human voice in a room that would otherwise be too quiet. She slept, she woke up, she did it again. From the outside, Nora was fine. From the inside, Nora was somewhere slightly to the left of her own life, present in the room, absent from it somehow, watching herself go through the motions from a small distance she could not close. The thing about drifting is that it happens so slowly you do not feel it happening. You do not wake up one morning and think, I have lost myself. You just notice one day that you cannot remember what you used to do on a Saturday afternoon when nothing was scheduled and the day was yours. You cannot remember what music you liked before you stopped putting music on. You cannot remember the last thing you did just because you wanted to. Not because it was necessary, not because someone expected it, just because it was yours. Nora sat with that question for a long time one evening. A Tuesday. Nothing special about it. Just a Tuesday in November when she came home from work and stood in her kitchen and forgot for a moment what she had come in to do. And then stood there a little longer because it occurred to her that she did not particularly want to do anything. And it had been a while since she had wanted to do anything. And she was not sure exactly when that had started. She did not cry that night. She thought about it, sat on the edge of her bed and waited to see if crying would come. It did not, which was almost worse. She lay down, looked at the ceiling, the specific ceiling of her specific flat in this specific city she had chosen and come to and built a life inside of. A life that fit her the way clothes fit when you have lost weight without noticing. Technically, the right size, just slightly wrong everywhere. She fell asleep eventually, the way she always did, slowly, without deciding to, just gone. The Saturday after that Tuesday, Nora did something she had not done in a very long time. She woke up with no plans, no obligations, no reason to be anywhere, and instead of turning on her laptop and lying there watching something she would not remember, she got up. Made tea, real tea, the kind that takes longer, not the bag dropped in a mug and forgotten until cold. Actually made it, stood at the stove and watched the water and let it happen slowly. She did not know why. She just did. She took the tea to the window, sat in the chair she almost never sat in, the one by the window she had bought because she liked it in the shop and then never really used because somehow she always ended up on the sofa instead. She sat in it, drank her tea, watched the street below, a man walking a dog that was far too large for him, the dog leading, the man following, both of them apparently fine with this arrangement. Two children on the pavement disagreeing about something with the complete, total seriousness that only children bring to small things. An old woman at the bus stop reading something on her phone and smiling at it privately, the way people smile when they think nobody is watching. Nora watched all of it, and for the first time in she did not know how long, she was not slightly to the left of her life. She was just there, in the chair, with the tea, watching the street, present. It was not a revelation. It was not the moment everything changed. Nobody came to the door. Nothing was resolved. The loneliness did not pack its things and leave quietly. It was just a Saturday morning, a cup of tea, a chair by a window she had almost never used, small, ordinary, entirely hers. Nora sat there until the tea was gone. Then she did something she could not have told you she was going to do before she did it. She got her coat, went outside, walked, not toward anything, not with a destination, just walked. The November air cold and specific the way November air always is. The particular smell of it, the particular quality of the light, pale and thin and honest. She walked past the coffee shop she always meant to go into and never had. She went in, ordered something she had not had before, sat at a small table by the window. There was a theme developing, she noticed, with windows, and drank it slowly, read nothing, scrolled nothing, just sat, watched the street from inside this time. The same street, different angle, a woman at the next table writing something by hand in a notebook, the specific focused face of someone entirely absorbed in what they are doing. Nora watched her and felt something she recognized distantly, envy, not of the woman specifically, of the absorption of having something you are that inside of. She used to have that. She could not immediately remember what it was, but she remembered the feeling of it, the way time went differently when you were inside something you loved, faster and slower simultaneously. The particular satisfaction of looking up and realizing 2 hours had passed and you had not noticed. She sat with that for a while, then she paid, left, walked home a different way than she came. That evening, Nora did something she had not done in 3 years. She found the box, the one she had packed when she moved, the one she had put on the high shelf and not taken down because unpacking it felt like a commitment to being somewhere she was not sure she was staying. She had stayed. The box had not been unpacked. She took it down. Inside, the specific archaeology of a previous version of herself, books she had loved, a journal she had kept for 2 years and stopped keeping for no reason she could name, photographs printed on actual paper, something she used to do. She had forgotten she used to do that. A scarf in a color she remembered loving, a small sketchbook, half filled, drawings she had made on lunch breaks at a job she no longer had in a city she no longer lived in. She sat on the floor with the box open in front of her and went through everything slowly. Not sad exactly, something more complicated than sad. the specific feeling of meeting someone you used to know and realizing you miss them even though they are you. She put the scarf on, the color she had forgotten she loved, sat there on the floor in her flat in her scarf with her box of herself open in front of her, and smiled, small, private, real, the first one in a while that had not cost anything. Nora did not fix herself that weekend. That is not how it works, and she knew it. The loneliness did not leave. The distance did not close completely. Monday came and she went to work and came home and made dinner, one of the same 4 or 5 things, not quite ready to add a fifth yet, and lay in bed with her laptop open. But the chair by the window had a cup on the armrest now, where she had left it that morning. The scarf was on the hook by the door instead of in a box. The sketchbook was on the desk, closed, not opened yet, but there, visible, present. A question she was not ready to answer but had stopped pretending she was not asking. Small things, almost nothing, but Nora had learned, or was learning, slowly, imperfectly, one Saturday at a time, that the way back is never one large step. It is always small ones. A cup of tea made properly, a chair you never sit in, a walk with no destination, a box taken down from a shelf, a scarf in a color you forgot you loved. One small thing, then another, until one day, not a dramatic day, not a day anyone would mark on a calendar, you look up and realize you are slightly less to the left of your life than you were before. Now, I will let you enjoy the piano, empty your mind, and sleep well. Good night, my dear friend. Don't worry, I will adjust the volume for you. Just sleep well.